Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and this is episode 653. If you are joining me live, please say hello. If you have questions, please let me know. If you want to share what you're working on, I know not only would I like to hear about it, but everybody else in our community would like to hear what you're working on too. Happy Monday, everybody. Good morning, Grace. Hi, Sandshell. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. Hi, Thea. Hi, Melissa. Good morning. Hi, Susie and Judy. Rita, Jill. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Naomi and Joyce. Martina, Lorraine, Rita. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Linda. Hi, Danny. Good morning. Barbara just finished the Giada shawl. Wonderful. I'm so glad you loved it. Wonderful. Hi, Margaret. I missed some names. Hi, Kim. Hi, Irene. Hi, Val. Hi, Wendy. Lots of people joining us this morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and this is episode 653, and we're here live in Southwest Florida in my beautiful tropical backyard. If you are joining me live, please say hello. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you would like to share what you're working on, I know we'd all like to hear that. Hi, Kiran Jeet and Tammy and Susie, Mariana, Nora Sue. Good morning, everybody. I have been busy working all weekend. There's no surprise there. And I have some things to show you. I finished the blanket, and all that's left now to do is wash it and photograph it and release the pattern. And when I release the pattern, I'm going to share multiple sizes so that you can make it in any size that you want, and there'll be yardage for any of those sizes as well. But I'm going to stand up so you can see how big and beautiful it is, and so cozy. So here's my finished blanket. It's 48 inches wide by 36 inches tall. And on the two 36-inch sides, I added some twisted fringe. Isn't that beautiful? So for this size Afghan, I used Biso baby yarn tripled throughout. I'm thinking that it took me about 12 hours total to make it, which is not bad at all. And for this size Afghan in color A here, I tripled salt and pepper, and then for the twisted fringe, I doubled the second color, which was charcoal, and it was 15 balls total of color A and 2 balls total of color B to make this size. And when I release the pattern, I will let you know how many balls or yardage you'll need for each of the size that I release when I release the pattern. So I'll tell you how to make a baby blanket size, this lapgan size, and then share several larger sizes in case you want to make a big throw for your bed or something. It's so cozy. Considering that it's DK weight yarn tripled, so about like a chunk, super bulky yarn, I can't believe it's not stiff. It still has so much drape. What kind of trim? I was just showing that I did twisted fringe. Hopefully you can see that now. And I've got videos already on how to do both stitches, which I think is awesome. So I will the videos are already done from prior projects, so I'll just share those videos on the pattern page so that you can reference them to get some help on the Tunisian Tunisian double crochet stitch, and also on that amazing twisted fringe. If you haven't done twisted fringe before, you will love it. It's such a great way to get that look of fringe that we all love, but not compromising the yarn by cutting it. Anytime you cut yarn, you run, you know, it frays, right? It's threads that are twisted together, and when you cut it, it frays apart, and that can degrade over time. So to be able to have a fringe on a project but not cut the yarn means that it'll last so much longer. And so I love this technique. I think it's so beautiful, and it's not that difficult to do either. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple, and it just looks so beautiful along the edge. I love it. Anyway, so that's done. I just need to name it and release the pattern and do some photos. So there's still a little bit of work to do, but it'll be out this week for sure. What else did I start? I started on a new top this weekend too. I started on a new top in Be So Sporty yarn, and I can show you a little bit of the first half. So it'll be kind of the shape of the Bianca knit dress pattern that I'm wearing. And it's also going to be, the structure is going to be a lot like the Thalia. We're going to do side panels to create the different sizes. So it'll be a high neck tank top, and it's going to have this beautiful ruffled bottom, and I think it's so pretty. I love it. So this is one half I finished yesterday. I'm working on the second half right now, and then I'll be joining them together. I'm wearing the Bianca knit dress pattern today and wearing it as a belted tunic over a dress. I'm wearing one of my stretchy belts to wear it more up as a top, and I've already posted links to everything that I'm wearing in the video description, or in the comments, and I think Judy's doing some live links as well. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, the ruffled border is going to be so cute on the crochet top. I'm really excited about it, and it's been moving. It's really quick too. The stitch pattern kind of just, I don't know, feels like it's a quick stitch pattern, so it's been a lot of fun. What else did I work on this weekend? Oh, I reorganized my video studio a little bit. I wanted to create a little more interesting background and, you know, just change it up too. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen in my Instagram stories that I was sharing photos of the process, because Becker was being so silly. I took one of those shelving units that has squares like cubbies in it, and I stuffed the top 4 cubbies with yarn in beautiful colorways. So there's a rainbow square, there's a purples, a blues, and a red and pinks. So all kinds of beautiful squares. It looks so nice. And so on the bottom 4 cubbies, I thought I'd put projects. So I wanted to dedicate one square to sewing projects, and I'm in the mood to beef up my sewing patterns right now anyway. So I took, in fact, I love this particular pattern anyway. This is a pattern from 80 Handmade Gifts, where I teach how to make this tote bag, or tote box bin, or tote bin, I guess, out of bandanas. Isn't this cool? So you take a couple of bandanas and you fortify them with what do you call it? That stiffening material that you put inside fabric to make it stiffer. What is it called? Fusible interfacing. Fusible interfacing. So I lined all of the bandanas with interfacing and then sewed them together to create this flat bottom tote bin. Isn't it adorable? Can you imagine making these for your closet to make them all match? Thanks, Judy. Yeah, so anyway, it's a very simple pattern, and it's one of the patterns in my book, 80 Handmade Gifts. So I wanted to put it on display, and as soon as I put it in the cubby, I ran out of the room to get a water or something. I come back in, and Becker decided this was his bed. And so he was cuddling, he was sleeping in here while I was finishing up the while I was finishing up the decorating. It was so cute. Anyway, so I put this on display and I've been put some of my other sewing patterns in there. So I thought I'd show you some of those real quick. These will, oh, this one's cute. This one's a rolled up one with elastic so you can organize your cords for all your devices when you're traveling. Isn't that cool? And then there's a pocket down here with Velcro. This is a great gift for someone that travels a lot. And then once you put all the cords in, you roll the whole thing up and then you can tie it with these ties. And then a flat bottom drawstring bag for a project bag. What else do we have in here? Oh, we've got some zippered pouches. These are lined simple zipper pouches. That's a great little gift as well. And then this one is kind of like an envelope, which I thought was a fun way to give someone a special gift too. Even if it's just a gift card, it would be so cute to come in something like this. So it's like an envelope and it's fully lined and then has the Velcro for a closure. Handmade gifts can be so interesting and so fun, right? And so I pulled all of those to decorate that area on my in my video studio, and which reminds me, I've wanted to show you some of the things that I've been stockpiling from Amazon to create some new sewing patterns. So I've got some ideas here. One of the things that I grabbed was a couple of sets of bandanas in multicolors. So you can find this on my Amazon shop as well. Oh, did they send me the right one? I think so. Anyway, it's an assorted 12-pack of different colored bandanas. And so I bought a 2-pack of it because I wanted to have some matching ones. I want to make a big beach tote bag, and I want to make a couple of other different types of projects. And instead of using fabric down the size and shape of a bandana. So these are 22 inches square and they have that already sewn hemline, and because they have that hemline sewn, it just makes for a really easy beginner type of a project. The other thing that I wanted to make is a beach blanket that you can roll up. Not a beach blanket, like a picnic blanket, I guess. Not even a blanket. Anyway, I found these all-weather tablecloths in coordinating prints, and what I'm going to do is sew these together wrong sides facing with some webbing, heavy cotton webbing, you know, the stuff that you make tote bags handles out of. And so I can make a jelly roll out of it. So it's going to be like a 10-minute sewing project, but in the end you'll have this adorable picnic blanket that is reversible on both sides, weather resistant to anything, easy to wipe down, and when you're done you can roll it up and then tie it with the two sides of that webbing. Similar in style to what we were showing here. So imagine a picnic blanket that when you roll it up, you would have those ties to tie it together. Hopefully that makes sense. And I just thought these prints were so cute. Aren't they adorable? One of them is flamingos and the other one is a pink print to go together. So those will be some of my upcoming sewing projects. I'm going to show you that. What else did I blow through all my show and tell already? I thought I had a lot to show you today too. Martina cleaned and organized all her craft supplies this weekend. That's awesome. That always feels good, doesn't it? Yeah, so all of these sewing projects that I have in mind right now are going to be super quick. I want to, just make stuff. I just want to add some more sewing patterns that are super quick for last minute gifts or for going back to sewing if you haven't done it in a long time, or sewing for the first time, just super, super beginner stuff. If anybody has any requests, let me know. Thank you, Kiranjit. These are fine chandelier crochet earring pattern, and I put a link to this with all the other links for everything I'm wearing today. These are done in Be So Fine bling yarn. I love the shimmer in them. They are really pretty in Be So Fine yarn as well. You know, like we were saying the other day, I think this year handmade holidays is going to mean something so much more than even our normal holiday because of social distancing. I think the more intention we can put into gifts, I just think they're going to mean a lot more this year, especially if we have to mail our gifts and not get to see people in person. I think that, you know, things are probably going to still be limited come holiday season, and whatever holiday you celebrate, doesn't really matter. We all like to give gifts at birthdays or seasonal holidays. I just think that making them handmade is going to be a bigger deal than this year than even normal. And you know, I'm a huge fan of handmade gifts in the first place. So I just think that the more we can focus on, or maybe even start planning too. It's never too soon to start planning for the holidays. So I want to have lots of quick and easy gift ideas so that we could all get started on holiday. And you know what's great about having quick last minute gifts on hand, like just to stockpile handmade gifts too, is that if you feel like doing something special for your mailman or doing something special for somebody who does something for you, they can just be gifts for no reason too. Isn't that nice? I like the idea of stockpiling some quick gifts that are maybe gender neutral or family oriented, and and so that when you have a reason, when you have an opportunity to give a gift for no reason, just to put a smile on someone's face, they're just there and ready to go. So that's why I'm kind of focusing on handmade gifts already, because I think it's going to make a difference right now. Oh yeah, someone asked about sewing machines. I've posted some sewing machines in my Amazon shop based on the one that I have, which is several years old. So we'll have to double check that it's still available. Hi Geraldine. Hi Chris. Hi Fiber Floozy and Donna. Good morning everybody. Yes, nothing says smiles like a handmade gift. I agree. And even especially when the gift is for no reason, right? Just to surprise somebody with something handmade is really special too. Hi, Lashira. Lottie started making Christmas gifts already. That's great. I haven't, but I definitely want to get started. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, you know what project I didn't work on this weekend, but definitely want to finish soon too, is this one. This one got backburnered this weekend. I got so excited to finish the lapgan that this is what really I worked on most of the weekend. And then I guess I forgot about the colorful wrap, and that's why I started on and that's when I started on this top instead. It's fun to have so many projects going at one time though. I hope that you always feel like it's okay to have multiple projects going at one time too, because you know, sometimes your mood just isn't for something, or it's for something else. Susie wants to make a lapgan. That's great. Yeah, and doing it in this stitch pattern. The blanket's done, Rita. The blanket's done, and the pattern will be out in the next couple of days. Oh, Susie's the queen of UFOs. I usually get to all of my projects, but I definitely like to have multiples going at one time. Here's the thing, right? Maybe you're doing something that requires a little bit of concentration. like a TV show where you got to read the subtitles, or talking to somebody on the phone. There's only certain projects that you can multitask with, right? So then you have projects for multitasking, then you have projects that you can zone in on when you have no other distractions. Then you have projects that are portable that you can take with you. Fiber floozy, didn't see what I put on the border. I'm guessing you mean of the blanket. I showed it at the beginning of the podcast, but I can show it again. I did twisted fringe on the 2 short sides. So the finished blanket is 48 inches wide by 36 inches tall, and on the 2 36-inch sides, the 2 shorter sides, I put twisted fringe. I did a reverse single crochet border around the whole blanket in the contrast color, and then added twisted fringe along the 2 shorter sides, which I think turned out absolutely beautiful. So the main blanket is 15 balls of Be So Baby yarn in colorway Salt and Pepper, and then the contrast color border is 2 balls of charcoal. And I thought charcoal went really well with the Salt and Pepper. Yes, it's a perfect size for one person. Even to put it on the long way, you could cover most of your body, or your definitely your legs and your torso. Or if you put it this way, you could definitely sit with 2 people on your lap. It's a very nice size. Yep, there's reverse single crochet around the whole border, and then the 2 shorter sides get the twisted fringe. I suppose you could do twisted fringe around the whole thing. I liked it on just the 2 short sides. Well, this size is considered lapgan. 36 by 48 is considered lapgan, at lapgan size, but it definitely feels really nice. It doesn't feel super small, that's for sure. There's several conversations going on. I don't know which one I understand. Yeah, the drape's unbelievable. So for the body, it's 3 balls of Be So Baby held together throughout, and then the border is 2 balls held together. Thanks, Kim. I really like the charcoal with it too. Is it drapey enough to be a shawl or a wrap? Oh, for winter? Oh my gosh, yes. I would love to wear this in the winter. You could you could probably pin it as a poncho. It might be a little too long as is. Yeah, but you could just make it a little bit. Oh, if you wore it like this, you could definitely pin it or belt it. Yeah, no, it's not too bulky to do that. Definitely not. It's probably not the perfect dimensions. I think that I would prefer it to either be longer than 48 inches or shorter than 36, but let's see if we can maybe adjust this a little bit. Do I have a clip out here? No, I don't see a clip out here. No, I don't. Oh, maybe. This is a little one, but it's just not the right size. It's just not the right size as is, but you could definitely just adjust the size to I would make it maybe a little bit wider than 48 inches. I feel like for a shawl, I would make it maybe 60 inches. And then it's just not wide enough, but you could definitely wear it. It's definitely the right kind of fabric. It's not too stiff at all. It's super easy to modify. In fact, I'll add the dimensions for and the math for a wrap as well. Yeah, it's not the right size to wear as is, but it certainly is cozy. Let's say you were sitting outside at a sporting event or a concert, you could definitely you could sew it into a shrug for sure. Definitely. but the fabric itself is not stiff. You could definitely make this into a ruana or a shawl or a wrap or a shrug, definitely, definitely. And then it would be a quick project as well, and so toasty warm. Yep, great suggestions, everybody. Yeah, I suppose if you sewed, I think this size would actually be okay for a shrug. Let's put it back on again. If you, let's see. So if we wore it as a shrug and sewed the two, so these two pieces, I'm going to tie them for a second just to try to get the look. Watch. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. I'm going to be able to show you what this would look like as a shrug real quick here. Oh my gosh. Yes. Then this size is perfect. Now keep in mind, you would sew this, not tie it like I did. But look at that. If you did that, this would be a perfect set. These dimensions would be perfect for a shrug. Right? It's perfect. And the fringe is actually beautiful like that as well. But you could totally wear that. And then if you wanted to, where'd that clip go? It even has enough room in it that you could tie it. You could even secure it as well. Oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? And I like it better unpinned though. So there we go. Absolutely amazing. I love it. It would be a perfect shrug, and so you wouldn't have to modify the pattern at all. You would make the pattern as is, exact dimensions of the pattern, and that's a perfect shrug. And for me to try all this on in this heat to show you, you know how much this is, how important this is. It's hot for trying on stuff like that right now, but it was such an important thing to figure out. When I realized it was probably close, I was like, yeah, we have to figure this out right now. Hi, Crochet Tahito Color. Good morning. I like showing you that the drape is there too. I had no idea that tripling the yarn would still have so much drape. That was really, yeah, you could add buttons to those short sides so that you could take them on to make sleeves and take it out. You could also make crochet chains and just like lace them up when you wanted to make sleeves, then take those off when you wanted to make it an afghan. There's lots of ways that you can modify it with the ability to take things out too, if you don't want it to be permanent modifications. Does anybody have any other questions? Yeah, crochet chains so that you could corset tie or like shoelace tie. You could tie up those seams when you wanted them and then take them out when you didn't. Thank you, Lashira. That means a lot to me today. No problem, Kat. The podcast will be available as a recorded video in a few minutes, so if you missed the live, you can still watch the recording. We talked about a lot of things today and lots of show and tell, so definitely worth checking it out. Thank you, Chantel. I've posted a link to everything that I'm wearing in the comments. When will my... Cynthia, that DVD was produced by Interweave. I have no idea if it's available or becoming available again, but I would definitely check with Interweave to find out about the availability of that product because it's their product. It's not something that I make. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Chantel. My bangs are in a really funky stage right now. I can't seem to do anything for them. They need to grow a little bit more, which means they're not They're not, they're not playing well. Um, yes, the pattern for the blanket is coming soon. It'll be out this week. I was showing you as a quick sneak peek today because I was excited to share my updates with everybody. But the pattern will be out probably by tomorrow, if not today. And I'll send out an email when it is available. I have a few updates to share anyway, so I'll probably have Sanjel, your entire hair is in a funk. Uh-oh. My bangs are. I kind of want to grow them out and make like a longer sweeping bang, but they're just in between now. And I actually curled them this morning, and I know you can't tell, but the last time I trimmed them poorly too. So I'm just trying to grow out a hot mess of bangs right now. I didn't name the blanket yet, Barbara, but as soon as I do, I will let you know. Thank you, Tammy. I do make a hair mask. Someone was suggesting using coconut oil. I use lots of natural oils on my hair, especially if I'm going to go for a bike ride or go out in the sun. I love to do a hot oil treatment. Will the Giada shawl loosen up the fibers after blocking? Do you mean will it affect the size? Depends on what yarn and what hook size you used, but yes, it should affect the size, yes. Thank you, Sherry. I love my Bianca dress. I love that I can wear it in so many different ways, too. It's definitely going to rain here. It's very, very, very humid this morning, which is why my curls did not stay. Yeah, Kira and Jeet, have you tried blocking it yet? It should definitely change size once you block lace. The podcast wrap blanket. You can find the Bianca knit pattern on my website. I've also posted a link to the pattern page in the comments. I shared links for the Bianca knit pattern, knit dress pattern, the fine chandelier crochet earring pattern, and I shared links to the navy dress I'm wearing and the stretchy belt too. The whole outfit. Thank you, Crochet Tahito. Thank you, Narama. I love the earrings. I wish I had like 10 different colors. I just need to make more earrings. I know I keep saying this. I need to set some time aside to make new earrings. Yeah, I showed the belt with the dress earlier. Sure, I'll show it again. It's one of those stretchy belts from my Amazon shop. Comes as a 2-pack. And so I just think it's a great way to get a different look with the dress. You can get more of a tunic that way in knit or crochet pieces. Okay, all right. Well, thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed all the show and tells, chatting with me and everyone else. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye-bye.